It's no secret that achieving peace between the Palestinians and the Israelis has been a long-standing goal of many of the world's global powers. From the partition plan back in 1947 to the Camp David summit in 2000, numerous world leaders have tried and failed. So why is that? Of course, like any conflict, there are disagreements and two sides of a story. But one thing that has remained constant in recent years is the Palestinian Authority's lack of commitment to peace. Or should I say, their commitment to hatred and violence. The Palestinian Authority has been the Palestinian government in the West Bank over the past quarter century. Mahmoud Abbas, the current premier, is in the 13th year of what was supposed to be a 4-year term. Under his rule, the Palestinian Authority has continuously glorified terrorism, designating those who commit such abhorrent acts as martyrs, who then have parks, roads, monuments, and stadiums named after them. Terrorists who carry out attacks against Israelis are compensated handsomely for their crimes, receiving salaries significantly higher than those who hold real jobs. But perhaps the act that runs counter to peace the most is the way they indoctrinate their children to hate Jews. Time and time again, reports come out of young children learning in a Palestinian school being taught to hate and to kill. News outlets have documented the anti-Semitism found in the textbooks, yet nothing seems to change. So how can there be peace with a government who teaches its children to hate the other side? During my time in the Israeli Defense Forces, I was stationed outside of Ramallah for half a year. The experiences I had while on guard duty there were incredible. Unfortunately, while we were there, the area was not as quiet as we would have liked. On a daily basis, cars were attacked by stones and boulders, oftentimes by children who then hid in their school. But there were a few beautiful moments of coexistence that portrayed the potential. One time, we were doing a routine checkpost when a Jewish man popped 2 of his tires. His car was quite old and we were unable to help him change the tires, since the bolts were rusted over. Before the tow truck could even come, some of the Arab drivers stopped and brought out their tools and helped. Another time, we were waiting to be picked up from patrol when I noticed 2 little girls staring at us in the window. At first, they were afraid, and rightfully so. We were wearing combat vests, helmets, and carrying rather large guns. Despite this, they stared at us from the window, and when our eyes met, we each smiled at each other. Instantaneously, they both came out and played on their own. They were no longer afraid. It was nice to see what just one smile could do. Maybe more smiles instead of textbooks filled with hatred can do the job all diplomats have failed to do thus far. I'm Marc Cohen, and you're watching JTV.
To stay up to date with the latest JTV content, if you're on YouTube, click subscribe below the video and the alarm bell. And if you're on Facebook, click the like button, and under following, click see first.